Hello guys, this is Octavius with North American Archery. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. In today's video, I want to talk to you about how to avoid string pluck. How to avoid string pluck. Now, all of us have to pay attention when we're pulling back a string and releasing it in traditional archery, whether you're using a glove like I use, or a tab, or your thumb, or whatever it is, or even a release maybe. Some of people go traditional archery with a release. Whatever you do, you have the potential to have a poor release when you are shooting in traditional archery. Now, why do I have a bucket in my hand? Well, I've been remodeling my house, and painting has been a huge thing that we've been doing. We painted the whole outside of the house. The house was built in the 1990s, and I had 5-gallon buckets everywhere. I'm about finished, but that's also the reason why I haven't been able to do videos the last couple of weeks, because I've been painting my house and I've been doing things for my wife. So the thing is that in this bucket, as I was using this bucket and picking it up, I noticed if it was heavier, it was easier to get a release on the handle. If it's light, like right now, this handle, as I released it, would be all over the place and it would just kind of go down like that. This right here is a great analogy. As I was painting the house, I thought about this for string pluck. When you shoot a lighter poundage bow, there is not enough pressure on your string in order to release this cleanly. So you have to hit anchor and really open up your hands and really get that back tension and let the shot surprise you. And there's not a lot of room for error versus a heavy poundage bow, 60, I would say, and above, maybe even a 50-pound bow, but usually 55, 60-ish, 70. Those bows will just cover up a lot of issues with your actual release, okay? Because when you have 50 pounds that's on this bucket like this, hold it down like this, and, it just releases so easily, okay? So that was a great analogy that I thought of, like a heavy bucket. When I set it down, it sits down. That handle just leaves my fingers, leaves my hand. But if it's lighter poundage bow, it just goes down like it's nothing, right? So here I got right here is a longbow that I need to do a review on because I've had it for a while. It's a custom longbow. I got it secondhand, but it's a beautiful longbow. But it's only 52 pounds. Now, some guys, this is what they go hunting with, and I've killed animals with this and probably will take it out of deer season a little bit this fall. But the thing is this right here, I have to pay more attention, even though it's a longbow, because it's 52 pounds versus my recurve right here. This is one of my bows here. My recurve, this is the Fredbear 59 Kodiak. This bow right here is literally about 60 to 62 pounds, okay? So there's a 10-pound difference between these two bows. This bow right here is more forgiving and is not as prone to string pluck because it's 10 pounds heavier versus this bow, which is 52 even. Now, if I change out the limbs, this bow actually can go down about 40 pounds or ish. I got another set of limbs for it. And I've been hunting with a 40-pound bow before. And actually, it was a couple years ago, I went out with my grandfather's bow, which is only 45 pounds. And I went out, and I'm so used to shooting a heavy poundage bow, I plucked the string, and it threw the whole arrow off because I'm so used to a heavy pound bow touching and releasing immediately, and that string follow just follows the limbs and goes straight, and it just ends up penetrating deer left and right with a heavy poundage bow. But when you pluck a string because you have bad release and a bad technique like I had at the time, your string won't have the same follow towards the limbs because you plucked it and you torqued the string. And so what I'm trying to say is that when you shoot a lighter poundage bow, like a lot of guys are, right, you want to make sure that you concentrate on going to anchor, whether it's 3-under or split finger, and as you're getting that back tension, open up your back and open up your hands at the same time and then release, okay? Go like this, hit anchor, and as you go, and you release and expand your back, then you release your fingers at the same time. Your fingers might be tense, but as you go like this and open up that back, it should be one fluid motion. And you want to practice that usually with a lighter poundage bow if you go with a heavier poundage bow. So today, because I'm going on a hunting trip next week, I'm shooting my lighter poundage bows. I picked this one because for me, 50 pounds is light poundage. And if I shoot this and I'm shooting consistently and I'm grouping my arrows, then I'll go up to the bow I'm actually hunting with this year, which is my 59 Kodiak. And so I did it a little bit today before the video, and I definitely see a difference when I started out with this bow and I focused on my form, focused on not torquing the string and plucking it. Then I went to my other recurve here, this 59 Kodiak, and it was grouping the same arrows and the same targets, even 10 pounds heavier. So that's a way to really practice if you want to go up to a heavier poundage bow as well. Start out with a lighter poundage bow, get your form right, hit anchor, expand that back, open your fingers up like you're setting down a bucket, and I guarantee you, you will get to a place where you're going to be more accurate in your groupings and more accurate in your hunting situations. Okay, guys, so I hope this video helps you. I'm trying to illustrate something that will help you with your technique. If you want to move up in a heavier poundage bow, you want to shoot a lighter poundage bow. Also, another tip is this is a takedown bow. As you can see that I can back out that Allen set here on the top limb and the bottom limb. And you can change limbs out, right? That is another way. If you want to go to a recurve or a longbow and you want to change the limbs and practice, you can always go with one with a heavier set of limbs and a lighter set of limbs, and you can practice and use the same bow. You don't have to own multiple bows like me. You can own one bow and have different sets of limbs, and there's so many different options all over the internet and all over Three Rivers Archery website. You can go there as well, and they have so many opportunities for you to buy bows that you have a lot of versatility and a lot of changeability in the actual limbs themselves. So this is something that I really am focusing on this year because I've noticed it in my own shooting when I shoot lighter poundage bows. And I think that by me shooting lighter poundage bows and heavy poundage bows simultaneously as I'm practicing, especially when I'm trying to get ready for a hunt or a tournament, it's definitely going to make sure that I'm getting proper back tension, I'm expanding, and then I'm releasing at the same time. I'm opening up that back, and I'm also opening those fingers up, and so I'm getting that follow through, and that shoulder is in line with my actual limbs, and I get that string follow that I'm searching for. Okay, guys, I hope this helps. I want you to remember something. You don't need to get ready when you stay ready. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon.